All right, well, we are here today at the Goodwill. We are all by our lonesome because Dagny is away. She's away. She's camping or something, having a good time. And so we are here at the Goodwill all by ourselves. We're about to head in and see what we can find that we can buy and flip for a profit. So here we go. One of the first items I noticed here on the shelf was this little kitty perfume. And yes, it is Avon. And I hear Avon is making a comeback, and eventually I will have to embrace it. I'm just not ready yet. Someday very soon, I may be embracing the Avon. This was an interesting teapot. Somebody had made a handle for it. You can see there on the bottom, it looks to be dated 1994, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what was going on there. It was interesting. I thought that maybe this could be a vase, so I was checking it out, but you could see it's solid on both ends, so it was a little bit puzzling. I set it back there on the shelf. On the bottom, I noticed some glass, and I decided to bend down and take a closer look at it. Unfortunately, there was a giant crack on the bottom of it. There was a cute little porcelain baby girl here. Unfortunately, some of the petals on her flower were broken. Now, this looked to have some age, maybe just because it was so dirty, because the bottom had a modern marking on the back. Here were some plates. Now, I'm not even sure what provoked me, because they're not marked on the bottom. But there was something about the design of these plates. They didn't have a lot of utensil marks on them. I counted them up and I thought, you know what? I could use these plates in my own kitchen. And I bought them. Why not? There they are in my cart. Whether or not I decide to actually use them or not, I'm not sure. They may end up on eBay. My birds are yelling at the birds outside the window. That's what's happening right now. This little bunny, I feel like I've looked at this 7 million times before because it reminds me of a Pendleton rabbit. It is not. I believe it is a hobbyist piece. It looks very similar to the Pendleton rabbits. The weight just really isn't there for it. Ooh, you can see a fresh cart there at the end of the aisle. We love fresh carts, especially when they're abandoned. This was curious. Maybe we've looked at this before. I was just like, whoa, look at that. In the back, there was a cookies brown drip piece. It was missing a lid. Lots of carts just hanging out. And of course, I glanced at them as I was walking by. I noticed this planter here. Made sure nothing was going to fall off when I grabbed it. It had some modern looking stickers. The bottom was marked in German, handmade. And I liked the style of it. I thought it was a nice style, even if it was maybe modern. I thought it was a neat style. I thought, you know what, you could put a few succulents in that. For sure. I'll stick it in my cart. This was really cool. I thought this was really neat. And I'm like, why is this still here? What is wrong with it? Where is it chipped? Where is it broken? It was $1.99. And I looked it over really good because I thought for sure there's something wrong with this. What is wrong with it? It's marked on the bottom UNESCO, made in Japan. And I couldn't find anything wrong with it. I think it sells for like 20 to 30 bucks. In the back, there was some art pottery, and I liked the glaze on it. It had kind of a speckled glaze. It was marked or stamped there on the bottom, but in the end, I left it. This looked to be bleak, and that's why I was looking it over. Again, I feel like I've picked, this is like a deja vu moment for me. A lot of these pieces I'm picking up, I'm like, did I do this before? This is deja vu. This is still here. I know I picked this up the last time because I ended up putting it back. I usually skip the aisles that are really crowded. I liked this mug. It had a giant chip out of it. It was false-graph, but I liked the style of it. This looked cute. It was a little kitty, but unfortunately it was missing half of its head. It was a tragedy. And this guy was just chilling there. His family donated him to the Goodwill. There was art glass. I had to pick it up. I had to check it out. It was $2.99. I didn't get real good vibes off of it, so of course I set it back down. This looked to be pottery, and I pulled out this little miniature tea set, which I was kind of like, wait, maybe that's nice. Maybe I want that. And I was really indecisive about the tea set, but I was determined to check out this, which turned out to be melamine, so never mind. And then eventually I was like, you know what? It's a really adorable little tea set, and it's only a few dollars. Why not? It's got butterflies on it. It's really cute. There you go. This chair right here was $1.99. It's a doll chair, more than likely. Looks to be folk art in style. There is a marking there on the bottom, and I just could not, I struggled to figure out what it said on the bottom. And inevitably, I ended up sticking it into my cart. I'm a serious fan of the folk art. This teapot looked a little whimsical, and so I decided to check out the bottom, and it was modern. Although I have been making some exceptions for modern stuff lately. This plate in the back caught my attention. It was hand painted. I liked the gold handles on it. It was $2.99. There was a mark on the back. It was incised, however, it was not stamped. I just really wasn't sure about it, so I ended up putting it back. And up over the top, I reached and I saw this plate. Bowl. It was a bowl. It was not a plate. There was a mug here, probably from a paint your own ceramic place. These were really cute. They were marked on the bottom, Chai Jiang, China. They kind of reminded me of Louisville pottery in style. So I was browsing through the artwork and I noticed this frame here. It looks to be made in Mexico. I could tell just by the way it's cut out, and I just said, you know what? Yes. Okay, yes it is. It is a velvet painting, not that one. This one is nice though. I kind of like this. This is a nice piece. It's signed. I like it. It goes in the cart. But let's get back to the velvet painting. I really like velvet paintings. I don't know why. I just do. I think it's a little bit of nostalgia for me. I like this painting. I thought it was well done. I decided to go back to see if there was anything else. Not really seeing anything though. Nope. Nope, we're good. We're good. We got the two best pieces, I feel like. This was art glass. It has a made in China sticker there on the bottom under the Goodwill sticker, even though it kind of looks like end of day. I put it up there on the top shelf so it could be appreciated by someone. Little olive dish there. This salt and pepper shaker set was really cute with the little bears. They were souvenir pieces for Florida. I didn't see a strong resale value there, so I left those behind. This bowl, unfortunately, had a lot of scratching in the bottom, but this artwork is the one that I was pulling out. I love pressed flowers, and I just wasn't really feeling that one. There's lots of china here on the shelves today. This one is marked USA. It was very floral, very fun, but I loved that. Now I've found these, and I really love the rim of these plates. It kind of reminds me of lace. On the bottom, you can see it says Spode's Jewel, Copeland, Spode. Spode is a good name to look for. So I was really excited about these. They were $6.99. What I liked is that there were a lot of them. I think there were 14 of them. They were a nice dessert size, and I decided to grab them. And then there were more plates, and these were a little bit more modern, and unfortunately, they were very, very, very chipped. So I didn't bother with those, but I did want to see what the mark was, so I turned them over to check that out. Salad Days. I thought they were just fun. These plates, again, they had that kind of lace rim, and so I did look at those. There were no markings on the back of them. You can see there I'm pointing out that rim that I don't know why or what it is about that, but I was attracted to it today. It was the day of the lace rim. Now this, I know that Eric has told me about this in the past, and I can't remember who makes it. But I was like, oh, Eric gave us some of this in his mystery boxes before, and I've sold this before. It was $2.99 for both pieces, and I decided that I would just stick it in my cart for $2.99 and figure it out later. And even now, as I'm doing the voiceover, I'm like, wait, what was that again? There was this really nice little box, and I considered it. I probably could have made a few bucks on it, but at the end of the day, I really don't need to be grabbing everything. I mean, I can, but I already have a lot of inventory, and someone else can pick it up and make a few bucks on it, and there is enough for everyone. This was a nice plate, and I turned it over to see what the marking was on the back, just because I found some really nice plates already, and you never know. So this actually still had the label there on the back. It was originally $29. It was a butterfly. I liked the colors, and I thought it was a fun sculpture, figurine, decorative piece for $2.99. Now you can see that the line is very, very long. And so I was going to go check out, but then I decided, you know what, I'll just keep shopping because I'm not standing that line right now. I found this pressed flower glass box. And I love these boxes. Dagny actually found one the last time we were shopping, and I'm not sure if it's still available in her eBay shop. That was last week. But she had found one last week, and here's another one. And I was like, oh my gosh, look at that. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll grab this. What I loved about hers, though, is that hers had a frosted look to it. I liked the purple glass on this one, but I really love that frosted glass. We've got two little mice there. They were kind of cute. I thought that was a wooden candlestick, but it just was not coming out. No, they were restocking, and I was going down this aisle and I was like, oh, look at that green opalescent bowl. I was really excited about that. $2.99. She must have just put it on the shelf because I was just going down the aisle and it was there. And I'm like, that I would have seen that if it was there the last time I went down the aisle. This, you're probably wondering why, but I've recently watched a video on YouTube about the Mandarin duck at Central Park, and it's just so beautiful. And so I saw this cup. I'm like, it's got a Mandarin duck on it. I need to buy this and resell it. So that's why I stuck it in my cart. We've found the brass. We fixed the brass so it doesn't fall off, and then we've bought this brass for $2.99. I liked the covered dish. You know, there were a few brass pieces there on the shelf, and of all of them, I liked the covered dish the most because it kind of had a texture to it, but it was also functional. You could put something in it. The ducks there, unfortunately, had some wear on their heads. The ghost was interesting. I liked the ghost. This tray down here was really nice, and I decided to turn it over and see what the marking was. It was Vernon ware, which I have heard of before. I'm not familiar with this particular pattern, but I decided to give it a shot for $1.99. And then I found the Starbucks mugs. And everyone is always telling me, buy more Starbucks mugs. I bought like 30 Starbucks mugs a month ago. But these ones were very simple and very just plain. And I liked that about them. So I looked them up and they sell for $10 a piece, and there were 8 of them. So I decided to pick up a set of 8. There was a nice little wooden set of woodworking tools. They had a nice case to them. They were $10, but the last set of woodworking tools we had sold pretty well. So for $10, I was willing to pay that. And I decided that I would stick that in my cart. And yeah, they were pretty neat. I thought that was a neat case. The last set we had didn't have a case. And then I actually found some wood. It was $1.99, and on the back it said it was made of mahogany, and it was made by Jim and Missy for so-and-so. But the fact that it was made from mahogany, I thought that was a selling point. We've got some metal things on the shelf. This was kind of interesting. I think it was a little hook for keys. It was accoutrements, etc. It was pretty neat. I was like, you know, I could probably resell that. And I was like, you know, I'll leave it here for someone else to enjoy. And then this was interesting, and I wasn't sure exactly the purpose of this. It was curious. But anyway, then I decided to go and check out and get on out of here. All right, well, our total spend there was $56 even, which I thought was pretty good. We got a lot of stuff. I bought a lot of plates today, which I don't normally do, but I just got a feeling about some of those plates, especially the Spode plates. They were really nice. I loved the texture around the rim. I'm not really sure about those, but I decided to take a chance on those, so we'll see how they do. But I loved how, like, at the very end, they started restocking the shelves, and I was like, what? It was pretty exciting. But we're gonna get out of here now. I'm gonna go hit up another Goodwill, and I'll see you guys there soon. All right, later. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. In case you spotted something you just can't live without, we do post 25 to 30 new items in our eBay shop every single day, and I've posted a link to that down in the description.